Welcome back, folks, for a very special edition of Weekend with Sam on Monday for some reason. Alright, but last week was really weird because I didn't have internet for 3 days or so, and it really pissed me off. So I was grinding my ass off on Saturday and Sunday, so that's probably why I didn't make the Weekend with Sam video yesterday. But I'll probably do Weekend with Sam videos on Fridays now because Sundays are pretty hectic for me, so I'll probably do it on Fridays. So it'll still be Weekend with Sam, just beginning of the weekend, I guess, instead of the end of the weekend. But alright, so last week I didn't do that many videos because lack of internet, obviously. But I did the video about the Panther 88mm L71, so the Tier A premium German medium tank, which is basically a copy of the Panther 2 with less armor. That's pretty much it. The gun handles better, but alright. Also the New Year's gift, the Panzer II OSP-D. So this is another rapid firing tier 2 tank destroyed by a T-18 all the time. So like the T7 car, obviously. But alright. Also made a new channel trailer, but that took a while. That took a long time too. Photoshopping and clipping and editing. Ugh, just weird. Alright, so enough of that boring crap. So here's the update, the main news and stuff. So basically, yeah, internet is very important because I kind of research stuff, obviously. Also kind of edit stuff and stuff like that. So I also kind of upload stuff. So blah, everything needs the internet. So no internet, no stuff. But the leak European server mission for October is TOG-tober, which basically, if you just play the game for like 5 games per day or something like that, and for 15 days, you can get a free TOG 2. That is that's pretty nuts, but it might not happen for the North American server, but I don't know yet. So just pray to God that will happen. But a TOG 2 for free is pretty nice if you just do easy missions, because it's just win 5 games on a tier 4 plus tanks, and for 15 days. That's pretty easy. That's very easy in comparison to Hot Timber. But free TOG 2. That's 3,500 gold tank, but TOG 2 is just a boatload of fun. I have one, and it's so stupid of a tank. But yeah, free TOG 2. You can platoon with your friends and whatnot, but yeah, TOG 2. Free, alright? But if you already have a TOG 2, you can just get 3,500 gold for it. So that's also plus. So that's pretty nice. Also, the European server are getting the on track to the E100 first for the beginning half of October, and on track to the M48 patent for the second half. This, however, is not true for the North American server because today there's on track to the T110E4 and or E3 actually. Yeah, E3. It's not the E4, but it's not the same as European server. So I'll go over this event later on, but it's kind of weird. So yeah, but change your password event happened a week ago for 300 gold. And if you go to plus that with the free TOG gold, or basically if you already have a TOG, so you get 3,500 gold, and plus 10 bucks worth of gold, or if you do the on track to the E100 or on track to the T110E3, you get enough gold for another SU-12244 for me. So basically for me, of course. But I wasted 250 gold and for a premium day just because of Type 64 grind yesterday, and like a donkey. Whatever. So I'd rather spend like 5 hours grinding with premium time than like 8 hours grinding without premium time. So that was rough. And here are the gameplay updates or topics. So basically, a new anti-bot system is being tested on the Asian servers. And what this will do is actually determines which computer/players are using a bot system where the bot will just drive the tank around and shoot at all the targets with auto aim or something like that. So they're detecting this system or testing it out on the Asian servers. So we might see it soon on the European/North American servers soon. So alright, tanking XP/anti-suicide systems are removed and tweaked. So they're not coming out obviously for the 9.3 patch. Now this happened last Monday, but the patch didn't came out last Monday, so I don't know why I made this slide, but okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, so tanking XP you already saw with the E100. That tank get like massive amounts of XP if you bounce a lot of shots. So they're reworking the algorithm for it, as well as the anti-suicide system. Because what if you dive kill somebody and destroy your tank in the process? So does that count as suicide? Not really. So yeah, they're working out the anti-suicide system. The anti-AFK system, however, is working, and I know that from a fact because the gun sound mods are fudging me up. And yeah, I've been stuck on loading screen where I couldn't get into a game, and it was just like, what the fuck, mods? So yeah, I've been warned a couple of times now, so I've been playing around with the mods and try to not fudge it up. So try to, yeah, don't try to use gun sounds mods. That's the only thing that's fucking me up. But other than that, everything else is fine, I guess. So open top turrets don't ammo rack off or blow off from ammo racks because they're open top turrets. So basically the pressure builds up, or the explosion factor after the ammo exploded, the pressure from that, or explosion radius, doesn't blast the turret off because the top is open. So just go through the top of the tank instead of go through the whole turret off. So it's not like champagne bottle. So if the champagne is open with the open cork thing, so the cork doesn't blow off, obviously. Just go through the opening of the cork, obviously. So physics, folks. Alright, water does not provide camo bonus if you hide like half of your tank inside. So, alright. Also, it doesn't reduce shell penetration. So normal physics determines that if you hit water with a bullet or a shell, it loses massive amounts of penetration, obviously. And the trajectory of the shell also changes. So watch Mythbusters or something like that. But yeah, alright, so team damage from ricochet shells will still be penalized, but it won't count towards your bans from team damage. So basically what happens is, if you hit a teammate with your own ricocheted shell, you still have to pay that guy a fine, obviously. So that guy will be compensated by team damage, and you have to be fined for the amount of damage cost. But you will not turn blue, so you will not get penalized for team damage. So basically I wonder, can you team kill everybody on your team by ricochet? And would that be an achievement? It'd be like a jackass thing to do, but hey, you won't get banned for it. You pay a little bit of money, but fine. But that would be a fun, that'd be like a new challenge. It's like kill 3 of your teammates without actually shooting them directly, by ricocheting, obviously. So that would be funny. But you still turn blue if you like push somebody into a water and drown them, obviously. So that's a dick move. But if you actually ricochet your shell and kill your teammates, that's pretty freaking cool. So that's a jackass thing to do. But hey, think of a new ways to kill your teammates. Alright. And here are the future content updates. So basically, the Ashen Centurion Mark 10 as well as the Chieftain Mark 2 probably won't come out this year. So it's probably coming out January or February, so don't rely on it. Also, the FV4005 Stage 2, the Tier 10 new tech destroyers from the Sherman Firefly line is being scrapped. So basically, the FV4004 Conway, the KV2 looking like tank destroyer from the British video I already did like 2 weeks ago, but that thing will be merged with the FV215B183. So there won't be a new Tier 10 new tank destroyer for the mobile British tank destroyer line. So alright, but that tank looks like a KV2 in my opinion on a Centurion hull. So alright, I guess. But yeah, what they wanted is not many guns that can one-shot people. So basically just merge the same tank together. So the FV4005 will be scrapped and just re-merge with the FV215B183. So alright. So also leaked screenshots, quote unquote leaked, is basically old screenshots of Sherman Firefly and other tanks from the new tank destroyer line stats. So here are the pictures from that thing, I guess. So let me look for it. Yeah, here we are. So basically I'll go this slowly, I guess. But you can pause the video whenever you want, so you can just look at it. So here is the M3 Grant, the British version of the M3 Lee with a smaller turret, I guess. No, the cupola. So basically it has probably the same amount of hit points, costs about only 15,000 gold or credits. It has 2 gunners, so that's pointless. 400 horsepower engine, which is alright. It weighs 27 tons, so it's kind of okay. 38 kilometers per hour top speed, blah 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 blah. You can pause to see it, but it probably will still play like the M3 Lee. So it's a front-mounted gun, 75mm gun. But here's the main stats. So it doesn't have armor. Armor is only 18mm. Jesus. So you use a 75mm gun, obviously, with crappy penetration and crappy rate of fire. But whatever. All right. Here is the Sentinel AC Mark 1 tank. So this is probably tier 5 or probably 5 in my opinion. But or gold actually. All right. So it's a premium tier 5 tier 4 tank that costs 1,500 gold. That's the same amount of cost for a tier 5 medium tank. That is a ripoff. All right. It has low HP obviously. About the same as the M3 Grant / Lee. About the same weight, less horsepower, better top speed, blah blah blah. Okay-ish frontal armor for a tier 4 tank, but it costs 1,500 gold for a tier 4 medium. That sucks. Alright, here is the Sentinel Mark 4 tank. So this is probably tier 5. Yep, it's tier 5. So it has more hit points, weighs a little bit more. Alright, 50 more horsepower. Better top speed, same armor. Oh my gosh. And the gun is, holy shit, 171mm penetration, 150 damage. This is basically a Stug's gun, 17-pounder gun. What? This gun is on the, I think it is on the Comet. It's probably on the Comet or the Churchill Mark 7, but that's a pretty good gun for a tier 5 tank. Medium tank too. So basically you have penetration, way better penetration than the Stug. 171 on a medium? That's broken, alright? So yeah, that's broken. Here's the Firefly stats, but these stats are old, so they're from a few years ago, where the guy who ran the website, the main website, forgot to take them off, obviously. So they might subject to change, obviously, but alright. So Sherman Firefly, alright, 350 horsepower engine, which is kind of slow. Armor is none, the same as the Sherman, obviously. Speed limit is 40 kilometers per hour. It's kind of slow, like the Centurion Mark 1, obviously slow. Traverse speed is kind of slow. Traverse speed also is very slow, so it's a tank destroyer mostly. It plays like a tank destroyer. Alright, so the guns, that's important. 17-pounder gun, same gun as the Sentinel Mark 4 tank, but yeah, but it's a tier 6 though, so you're expecting to have high penetrating gun like the Hellcat. But this gun could be shared on the Sentinel Mark 4 tank or AC4 tank, so that's tier 5. That's pretty crazy, but rate of fire obviously got boosted, but that's pretty crazy. Alright, here's a Sherman Mark II, British variant of the Sherman tank. So pause this video if you want. It's a tier 5, so you might have 2 tier 5 tanks at for the British new tank destroyer line. Yeah, it's 400 horsepower or 400 hit points, 30 tons, 250 horsepower, so it's not as fast obviously. 48 kilometers per hour top speed, which is okay. Traverse is slow, slowish. So alright. Guns, 76mm, like the normal Sherman tanks. So alright. So you also can use the M4 derp gun. So you can also mount the derp gun on this thing. So it's still the same thing as a Sherman, obviously, but it doesn't have the egg-shaped hull. So it's more Easy 8 looking, obviously. So you might bounce more shots with a straight angle instead of the egg-shaped hull, but it's another copy of the Sherman. And we're back with M3 Grant. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's the quote-unquote leaked old stats from the website like 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. So it's not really leaked. It's like old stats before people took it off, obviously. But people obviously make screenshots. So alright, so back to the main stuff. Alright, here are the rest of the news for future content updates. So basically, Victor Kleisly? I can't pronounce, but VK, he is the CEO of Wargaming, And during the Tokyo Game Show, he promoted Girl on Panzer, official mod for World of Tanks. That will be produced and given out to Asian servers on October 1st. So basically, the Asian server people will get Girl on Panzer skins for the tanks on October 1st, I guess. So that's pretty cool. But I like how the fact is Wargaming are making official mods for the game. So that's pretty neat. And I think North American server and European/Russian servers are getting it too, but that'd be pretty cool. But if they have pink camo for any tanks in the game, I'll take it. I'll take pink camo ISU all day long. It's so troll. Alright, so here's the link for that video, just in case if you didn't see it. But click on the link to jump to that video, and you can see screenshots of World of tanks being modified with Girl on Panzer skins, and they act out scenes from the show. So it's still pretty cool. But here's the rest of the news. So for the 9.4 patch, it's a small patch with new premium vehicles such as the Stoke 4, the M56 Scorpion, or the Panther 88mm L71. So it's a small patch with bug fixes from the 9.3 patch and preparation for the 9.5 patch. So it's a small patch for the 9.4. However, 9.5 will be a very big patch, which probably introduced the new British tank destroyer line, the Sherman Firefly tank destroyer line. So that is planned on releasing in the middle of December, but it's a very big patch. So plan on having the new Sherman Firefly at around Christmas or so, I guess, but that is still pretty neat. So the European servers are getting the TOG-tober event, which basically you get TOG. I already mentioned this in the slide before, but they also have on track to the E100 first half of the October, as well as the on track to the 46 pattern and 48 pattern, and for the second half of October. So basically, they'll likely get a RAM 2 for the second half of October as the I'm thinking about words. Mission completed rewards, as well as probably a T25, the medium tank for the Germans at tier 5 for the reward if you finish the on track to the E100. I have to think about that for a second, but there's no heavy tanks for the Germans at tier 5, so you probably get a T25 medium tank or gold. But yeah, that's probably it. You probably won't get the Panzer B2. That's a German captured B1 tank version of the B1 tank from the French. That was introduced before the French line, so I doubt you get that tier 4 heavy tank or tier 3 heavy tank, one of the which. So I'll probably think you'll get gold or T25 out of it. So alright, and finally we have my account updates / channel update, I guess. But hot September is finally over for me. Oh jeez, it's been a rough month. It's been a really rough month. And I'll show you with my account or game update soon. But the Type 62 is basically a stock WZ131. So I already had the WZ131, and the Type 62 is a less maneuverable version of the WZ. So, alright. The Type 64 is actually pretty fun, but it's basically a stock Hellcat used for scouting. So, yeah, it has an M1A1 76mm gun, so it's a stock Hellcat. But it's alright, I guess. It's basically alright. It's basically a Hellcat used for scouting, so that's pretty it. The KV-220 is basically a KV bunker, so just shy of a KV fortress. It has no view range whatsoever, but that thing can take a punishment. So I'll see people with tier 5, tier 4 tanks shooting gold at me all the time. No penetration whatsoever. So the KV-220 is pretty fun, but it has no view range whatsoever. Now I'll wait on the TOG-tober event to launch up, but I already have a TOG, so basically that will equal to an amount of 3,500 gold for me. So if I'm planning on doing that, but on track to the T110E3 is pretty goddamn weird, because I thought it was on track to the E100 for the promotion of Fury movie that's coming out during the middle of October. So European servers are getting Fury movie promotion stuff. So basically you have on track to the E100, and on track to the M48 patent. So what they're having is stuff relating to the Fury movie, such as the Sherman tanks or Tiger tanks, but whatever. But what the hell is with the on track to the T110E3 for the North American server? I don't know. That is just weird. Also, the rewards for that mission is pretty goddamn weird too. You get Su-85I. That is a captured German tank modified by the Russians to become a tank destroyer. What? The Su-85I is a captured Panzer III turned into a tank destroyer with an 85mm gun that's used on the Tu-34-85s. So, alright. You also get a vertical stabilizer Mark II. That's for heavy tanks. You also get enhanced gun lane drive. What? Okay, T110E3 is a tank destroyer. That's from the Doom Turtle, alright? You cannot even mount a vertical stabilizer Mark II on it. So why the hell are you giving us a vertical stabilizer Mark II? Why won't you give us like camo nets and binoculars? I don't know. This on track to the T110E3 is weird. It's really weird. It feels really out of place. Su-85I as a reward? I don't even know, but alright. The Chaffee race, now I made the slide on Saturday, but the Chaffee race is pretty fun. I forgot a race word. Alright, Chaffee is going to be fun. Fun it does. Okay, fine. The Chaffee race, I forgot the race word. Alright, typo. Alright, so yeah, I played it a little bit, but it's pretty fun. You get a vertical, don't get a vertical state, but I think you get a enhanced gun lane drive out of it, as well as 500,000 credits, as well as 1 garage slot and 1 premium day. So if you play like 50 rounds or win 50 rounds of it, so that's alright. Alright, I'll plan on doing the mods video for the 9.3 update, but it's still laggy and glitchy, so I do not want you guys to have glitchy mods where you'll be stuck in the middle of a loading screen and just wonder to yourself, am I going to be banned after this? So yeah, I'll wait a little bit until the mods are stable, but I'll give you guys a mod 9.3 mod video very soon, so be patient. And just a little quick update on the mod videos. So basically, if you look at the internets, I've been following Gnome Father for his gun sounds mod, and he's been pretty busy. So some mods interfere with new racing mods, especially out of version. Causing the gun? Okay. Alright, so basically he's still updating shit. And he's been crying. So yeah, alright, so give him time. Give Gnome Father time. But if you really want XVM, now XVM is down currently. You can go to Aslan. I'll put the link right now in the bottom of the description. I kind of put it in the video because Google and stuff, whatever, or YouTube and stuff. So I'll put a link in the description. You can click on Aslan mod for the XVM. So basically I still use XVM, but the gun sounds like popcorns. So it sounds like pop, pop, pop. So it's so stupid of a gun sound. So yeah, I'm waiting on Gnome Father to finish. But yeah, he's working on it. He's been crying, man. Unless you pay money to him or donate money to him, don't bother the guy, man. He's working. He's busy. So yeah, give the guy time so he can play the game without sound mod. I don't like to, but you can still do it. So just be patient. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'll update on my channel right now, and I'll probably end the video soon. Alright. Alright, so basically, as you can see, XVM is down, obviously. So, yep, that sucks. But, the only thing I rely on mostly is the XVM mini-map thing. So, other than that, that's other things are pretty much useless. So, as you can see here, I still have mods for my garage carousel thing. So, that's a nice filter. But, yeah, mostly stuff has been the same, mostly. But we're here to talk about the account update. So we're finally done with the Hot September missions, and this thing is a fucking bunker. 100mm of frontal armor, 100mm of side armor, 100mm side armor. Jesus Christ, it's like a KV4. It's just shy of a KV4 size. Jesus, just shy. Oh god. So KV bunker, this thing's pretty fun, as well as the Type 64. Now you do need an extra radio operator from somewhere else, so I bought a freaking M5 Stewart, A1 Stewart. So ugh. But they're probably gonna rework this position, so you don't have to put a radio operator in. And his job will be given to the commander, so it actually fits to the WZ tanks or high tier light tanks instead of needing a radio operator for it. But this tank is basically a Hellcat. It's basically a Hellcat. You cannot put vents on this thing because it's open top, so that sucks. So I put a gun rammer instead. But yeah, it's basically a Hellcat. The Type 62, this is basically a WZ, basically. So I bought the old 85mm gun just to compare. So you can see. Yep. Are you kidding? Oh, what the hell? Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. So you can see that. Yeah. Other than the camo, you can see it's pretty much the same goddamn tank. It's the same goddamn tank. The machine gun's the same. The cupola is, other than the color, is pretty much the same. The ass is pretty much the same. With the, it's just the camo that's changing colors, obviously, but it's the same goddamn tank. The Type 62 is basically the same as the WZ, just with a smaller stock gun instead of the upgraded 85mm gun. So it's just basically a stock WZ. Now the engine is 430, so it's a stock 400 stock engine. So yeah, 430. So it's a stock WZ131. It's the same fucking tank. It is the same fucking tank. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean you can compare the Hellcat with this thing, but the turret is a stock Hellcat turret on a modified anti-aircraft vehicle. But it's pretty much a Hellcat. Compare this to a Hellcat if you want, but these tanks are generally this fucking same. It's pretty much a Hellcat, mostly. But yeah, Hot September is over with, and I am still glad to have these tanks, especially the KV-220. That this thing is fucking ridiculous. I had to use gold ammo all the time. Ugh. But yeah, Hot September, pretty fun. My crew is very experienced now. Very experienced. But yeah, it's a fun update. But other than that, yeah, XVM is not working, so blah. That sucks. You get a chaffee. 2 chaffies actually. It's basically the same thing. Basically. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Now, stats update is pretty much the same. So my stats didn't change. XVM is not working, so yeah, sure. But that's my account update. So that's pretty much for the This Weekend with Sam video on Monday. Weird. But I didn't have internet last week, so guess you have it Monday. Now, I'll probably do Weekend with Sam videos on Fridays now. So you get another one coming up soon, later this week, obviously. But, alright. And I'll probably do the 9.3 mod video configuration soon. But I'll wait until everybody has, or the modders develop a stable mod with the XVM working. So I'll wait, but it's been rough grinding without gun sounds, and every gun sounds like a popcorn machine, just like pop pop pop. Oh my god, it sounds terrible. So alright, so I'll wait on the 9.3 mod, but the 9.3 mod video will be coming up pretty soon. Also, review of the IS-2 because I want to get rid of that tank. Now the IS-2 is basically an IS tank, and originally the first IS had an 85mm gun. That's the Russians. The IS-2 had that 122mm. Now the IS-2 got exported to China, obviously, but original IS-2 has the 122mm. Instead, the IS on the Russian tank has only the 85mm. But side effects. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So we'll wait for the 9.5 patch of the new Sherman Firefly that's coming around Christmas, I guess. But that's pretty much it for this week's update. Now I have another week's update on Friday, obviously, but that's pretty much it for this week. So thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now comment below on what you want to see and what stuff I'm about to do other than that. But Probably do the 9.3 mod video coming up soon. My mind is on a tangent, so it's going off course. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. That will help me out a lot. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.